today students, I am Tashi Angmo, working as botany lecturer at Government Higher Secondary School Chushod, Leh. So today we'll study chapter number 13 of NCERT, that is organisms and population. जो आपके सिलेबस में यूनिट 4 में आता है. सो फर्स्ट ऑर्गेनिजम्स क्या होता है. Organisms are individuals of a species or organisms also include unicellular organisms, multicellular organisms. Organism includes plants. It also includes animals and also microorganisms. You all must be knowing that no organism can live in isolation. That means कोई भी organism अकेला नहीं रह सकता है. All the organisms interact with each other. They interact for food, they interact for shelter, they interact for reproduction, and they also interact with the abiotic component of environment. I'll give an example to explain this. Suppose there is a lion in the forest. Lion is dependent on deer for its food, and the deer is dependent on plant for its food, whereas plant is dependent on sunlight to make food. So the lion cannot live in isolation. Lion has to be dependent on deer for its food, and whereas deer is dependent on plant for its food, and plant to make its food is dependent on sunlight. For plants also require water, whereas lion and deer also requires water for survival. So all the organisms interact with each other, and they also interact with non-living components of the environment. So there is a branch of biology which deals with these type of interaction, and that branch is known as ecology. So ecology is the branch of biology which deals with interaction of organisms and with their surroundings, or we can say abiotic environment. अभी आपने इकोलॉजी का डेफिनेशन पढ़ा. इकोलॉजी डील्स विथ 4 लेवल ऑफ बायोलॉजिकल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दैट इज ऑर्गेनिजम्स, पॉपुलेशन, कम्युनिटी एंड इकोसिस्टम. Organisms have individuals of same species or organisms. Then populations have individuals of single species. Then community is made up of many species and many communities along with abiotic factors like light, temperature, etc. makes the ecosystem. In today's class, we'll study ecology at organism level and ecology at population level. So organisms need place to live and also a place to live and food to eat. So organism जहाँ रहते हैं उसको कहते हैं habitat. Habitat is the natural surrounding where an organism live. जैसे है desert is also a habitat, forest is also a habitat, river is also a habitat और mountain भी एक habitat है. And next is niche. Niche is also a part of habitat. Niche is the certain role an organism play in a habitat. Role है जैसे कि वो क्या खाता है, what food it eats, where it lives, where it reproduces, and its relationship with other organism is called niche. अगर हम difference देखा जाए niche और habitat में, तो habitat is the address or location of an organism, whereas niche is the job or profession of an organism. तो मेन डिफरेंस हैबिटेट और निच में यही है कि हैबिटेट जहाँ एक ऑर्गेनिज्म रहता है उसको हैबिटेट कहते हैं, और जो रोल हैबिटेट में एक ऑर्गेनिज्म प्ले करता है उसको कहते हैं निच. अभी मैं आप लोगों को एक पिक्चर दिखाती हूँ डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ हैबिटेट्स का. So these are different types of habitats and there is so much variation in the habitats. These variations are due to abiotic factors like temperature, light, water and soil. Now I'll explain these abiotic factors one by one. First is temperature. Temperature is also one of the most important ecological factor. जैसे आप पोलर रीजन, दिस इज अर्थ, आप लोगों को पता होगा इक्वेटर रीजन पे टेम्परेचर मैक्सिमम होता है एंड एज वी मूव टुवर्ड्स पोलर रीजन्स वहाँ टेम्परेचर कम होता जाता है. एंड टेम्परेचर इज ऑल्सो रिक्वायर्ड फॉर enzymatic activities that happens in the organisms, and geographical distribution of plants and animals is also decided by temperature. Like example, अगर हम एक example लेते हैं, जैसे एक मैंगो ट्री है. मैंगो ट्री we cannot grow in Ladakh because it needs certain temperature to grow. Similarly, जो लद्दाख में स्नो लेपर्ड मिलता है वो केरला में सरवाइव नहीं कर पाएगा क्योंकि उसको सर्टेन टेम्परेचर, सर्टेन एनवायरनमेंट चाहिए होता है. नेक्स्ट फैक्टर इज लाइट. लाइट इज ऑल्सो एन एसेंशियल फैक्टर. जैसे एग्जाम्पल हम अगर लेते हैं प्लांट्स का, प्लांट्स को लाइट चाहिए होता है फॉर फोटोसिंथेसिस. फोटोसिंथेसिस क्या होता है? फोटोसिंथेसिस इज सिंथेसिस ऑफ फूड थ्रू लाइट. फोटो मीन्स होता है लाइट, सिंथेसिस मीन्स होता है टू प्रिपेयर. सो light is essential for plants and light is also essential for flowering. आप लोगों ने 11th क्लास में पढ़ा होगा फोटो पीरियोडिज्म करके. Light is also essential for flowering. Plants require certain amount or period of light for flowering, which is called photoperiodism, जो आप लोगों ने 11th क्लास में पढ़ा है. नेक्स्ट, प्लांट्स नहीं सिर्फ एनिमल्स को भी लाइट चाहिए होता है. एनिमल्स ऑल्सो रिक्वायर लाइट. सम एनिमल्स आर एक्टिव ड्यूरिंग डे टाइम. Some animals are active during night time. Such animals are called nocturnal. Certain activities of animals like breeding, migration, and search of food is decided through light. Next factor will decide is water. Water is also essential for plants also, and water is essential for animals also. जो अभी आप लोगों ने पहले पढ़ा फोटोसिंथेसिस में वाटर इज ऑल्सो एसेंशियल, और एनिमल्स के लिए भी वाटर इज ऑल्सो एसेंशियल. प्रोडक्टिविटी एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ प्लांट्स ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन वाटर, क्योंकि जहां पानी होगा वहां प्लांट्स भी होगा. नेक्स्ट फैक्टर इज soil. Different areas have different types of soil. वो क्यों होता है? क्योंकि ड्यू टू क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशन और वेदरिंग प्रोसेस और सॉइल फॉर्मेशन की वजह से डिफरेंट एरियाज हैव डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सॉइल. लास्ट फैक्टर इज soil. There are different types of soil depending on climatic condition and weathering process or soil formation. First type is sandy soil. Second is clayey soil. And third is loamy soil. Sandy soil has big particles. Therefore, water retention is less, or such soil can retain less water. Clay soil has small particles, or we can say particles are tightly packed, so it can retain water, but as they are tightly packed, less air can enter in the particles. Similarly, loamy soil has equal mixture of sand, silt and clay. Sandy soils are found in desert. So in deserts we can see very less plants because the type soil cannot hold water. Similarly, clay soil can hold water, but there is not much aeration, so plants cannot grow again. And last is loamy soil. Loamy soil has equal proportion of sand, silt and clay, and such type of soil are best for growing plants. So geographical distribution of plants depends on type of soil. अभी आप लोगों ने देखा डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एबायोटिक फैक्टर्स। नेक्स्ट हम पढ़ेंगे एडेप्टेशन। And adaptation is how organism adapt to stressful condition। अभी आप लोगों ने पढ़ा टेम्परेचर के बारे में, लाइट के बारे में। So adaptation is how an organism adapt to stressful condition, जैसे water, less water या ज्यादा वाटर हो, जैसे टेम्परेचर less or more। So adaptation is how animals or plants they adapt to stressful condition। So adaptation अगर हमें define करना हो तो we can say adaptation is adaptations, or we can say adaptations are characteristic features which help plants or animals to cope up with stressful conditions। So these characteristics can be morphological, it can be physiological, or behavioral। Morphological means change in structure, physiological means change in physiology, and behavior means some certain change in behavior। I'll take certain examples to explain adaptation। First example is kangaroo rats। Kangaroo rats are the type of rats found in Northern America desert। They have to survive in less water। So meet its water requirement, the kangaroo rat make use of metabolic water। Metabolic water वो होता है जब फैट का ब्रेकडाउन होता है तो there is release of water। So kangaroos they make use of metabolic water। And next they excrete concentrated urine। The urine of kangaroo rats is highly concentrated, that means they release less amount of water। Next I'll explain adaptation in xerophytes। Xerophytes are the plants that grow in deserts। They have certain adaptation to grow in dry conditions, like first they have thick cuticle, leaves have thick cuticles। Xerophytic plants also have sunken stomata। Here in the picture you can see the stomata are present in a pit। The stomata are present in a pit to minimize the loss of water, क्योंकि अगर stomata contact में नहीं होगा environment के साथ तो water loss कम होगा। Next is xerophytic plants। In xerophytic plants leaves are reduced to spines। क्या होता है? In xerophytic plants leaves are reduced to spines। इस पिक्चर में आप देख सकते हो कि जो spines है, spines are the leaves of xerophytic plants, और जो flattened structures है, those are stem of the plants. Xerophytic plants also have special photosynthetic mechanism, जो आप लोगों ने 11th क्लास में पढ़ा होगा, कैम या क्रेसुलेशियन एसिड मेटाबॉलिज्म. इसमें क्या होता है, कार्बन जो होता है वो दे आर फिक्स्ड ड्यूरिंग नाइट टाइम. Xerophytic plants का जो स्टोमेटा होता है, दे आर क्लोज्ड ड्यूरिंग डे टाइम एंड आर ओपन ड्यूरिंग नाइट टाइम टू मिनिमाइज द लॉस ऑफ वाटर. तो इसी के साथ हम आज क्लास यहीं खत्म करते हैं क्योंकि टाइम ज्यादा नहीं है. तो नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम पढ़ेंगे पॉपुलेशन, एट्रीब्यूट्स. आप लोग पढ़ के आइएगा और जहाँ यहाँ खत्म हुआ था वो भी कंटिन्यू करेंगे. और सी यू ऑल टुमारो, जुलाई.